we're going to read again. This one again, remember? I left it off 5 months ago. And then I had to stop, set aside, start trying to deal with the fact that I've got a very toxic family. And so I can't fix anything. And I'm still dealing with that by and by. So I figured, geez, instead of getting depressed, why don't I get back to reading about the cure for depression? Maybe let some of these readers who have just joined, welcome, thank you, I love you very, very, very much. Learn some, babies. I got everything I've done here to teach my grandchild how to get more out of experience of being a human being in this really, 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 really terrible, nasty world, and have a good, nice and beautiful sense of humor. Okay, ready? So, let's go back to reading, shall we? Prepare to be bored. You may all scroll away now. Thank you. So, somebody asked Master Pai-Chang, who is the master that we are reading here, the master of Zen, which is the thing I like to read a lot about because it really helps me out with life. Okay, introduction times are over now. I did that in under a minute. If I still have anybody still sitting with me, I can't tell you how much I greatly appreciate your presence here. Let's go. Person asks, in cutting down plants, chopping wood, digging the earth, and working the ground, do you think there will be any form of retribution for wrongdoing, or not? The master said, one cannot definitely say there is wrongdoing, nor can one definitely say there is no wrongdoing. The matter of where there is wrongdoing or not lies in the person concerned. If he is affected by greed for anything, whether it may exist or not, if he still has a grasping and rejecting mind, and has not passed through the 3 stages, this person can definitely be said to be doing wrong. Should have read elementary. If one passes beyond the 3 stages, inside the mind is empty. Yet, without making any conception of emptiness, this person can definitely be said to be blameless. Excuse me, my stomach, it does weird things because of all the operations I've had. You can see in the past, it's a little autobiographical thing I left behind for my grandchild. The master also said, if wrongdoing is committed, and you say that you do not see that there is any wrongdoing, this too is not right at all. As it says in the Vijnana, the fundamental illusion of killing, up to the point of the arousal aspect of killing, still does not incur the wrongdoings of murder. So it says in the Vijnana, the fundamental illusion of killing, up to the point of the arousal aspect of killing, still does not occur the wrongdoings of murder. How much less does the mind concentrated in the Chan school incur any blame, being like an empty space, but not retaining a single action. Yet without even an aspect of empty space, where would you attribute any wrongdoing? Well, that was a really thoughtful, juicy bit. Well, I don't understand it myself. How are you doing? If you have an idea, write about it in the comments section, and we can start one of those things that you call a dialogue. It's going to be fun. Or you can just pray, because maybe the time you watch it, I'll be dead. I'm sorry, guys, I'm being negative. I've been so sick lately. Literally just too sick. It's giving me another problem to deal with. And that's part of the reason why I decided I need to get back onto reading, so I can continue my commitment to the idea. Okay. He also said, the way of meditation does not require cultivation. Just do not be defiled. He also said, just melt the inner and outer mind together completely. He also said, just in terms of illuminating objects, right now illumine all existing, non-existent, or other things entirely without any greedy clinging, and do not grasp. He also said, you should study like this. Study is like washing a dirty garment. The garment is originally there, the dirt comes from outside. Having heard it said that all existent and non-existent sound and form are such filth, do not set your mind on any of it at all. The 32 marks of greatness and 80 refinements under the tree of enlightenment all belong to form. The 12-branch teaching of the canon all belongs to sound. Right now, having cut off the flow of all existent and non-existent sound and form, the mind will be like empty space. You should study in this way as urgently as saving your head a fire. Ouch. Only then will you be capable of finding the road, a road, prepared already in the past, upon which you can go when facing the end of your life. The road already prepared in the past, upon which you can go when facing the end of your life. If you have not accomplished that yet, when you get to the moment of death, and then try to compose yourself anew to start to learn, you have no hope of succeeding. Facing the end, all are beautiful scenes appearing according to what the mind likes. The most impressive are experienced first. If you do not do bad things now, then at this time, facing death, there will be scenes. There will be no unpleasant scenes. Even if they are unpleasant scenes, they too will change into pleasant scenes. If you fear that at the moment of death you will go mad with terror and fail to attain freedom, then you should first be free right now. Then you'll be all right. Right now, in respect to each and every thing, don't have any loving attachment at all, and do not abide by intellectual understanding, then you will be free. It's almost like saying, have you ever tried just not being depressed about that? But there's some type of secret ability in there, because it's your consciousness and it's your choices and it's picking out the habits of your mind, and it's a lot of hard work and it's a lot of dangerous work. But what makes it hard and dangerous is the grasping. So, isn't it? It's not easy. Anyway, when we get to Layman Pang, he has arguments about hard and easy. And Layman Pang is this boy's baby, so. And, alright, where are we at? Right now is the cause. The moment of facing death is the result. When the resultant action is already manifest, how can you fear? Fear is over past and present, since the past had a present. The present must have a past. Since there has been enlightenment in the past, there must also be enlightenment in the present. If you can attain now and forever the single moment of present awareness, this one moment of awareness is not governed by anything. Anything at all. Whether existent or non-existent or whatever, then from past and present Buddha is just human. Humans are just Buddhas. Also, this is meditational concentration. Don't use concentration to enter concentration. Don't use meditation to conceive of meditation, and don't use Buddha to search for Buddhahood. As it is said, reality does not seek reality. Reality does not obtain reality. Reality does not practice reality, and reality doesn't see reality, but finds its way naturally. It's not attained by attainment. That is why bodhisattvas should thus be properly mindful, subsisting alone in the midst of things, composed yet without knowledge of the fact of subsisting alone. The nature of wisdom is such that it is of itself. It is of itself. It is not disposed by causes. It is also called the knot of substance, also the cluster of substance. It is not known by knowledge, not discerned by consciousness. It is entirely beyond mental calculation, frozen and silent. The body exhausted, thought and judgment are forever gone. Like a flow of the ocean having ended, waves do not rise again. He also said, like the water of the ocean, without wind without wind there are waves all around. Suddenly knowing of waves all around, being the gross within or with the subtle, letting go of knowledge. I'm sorry, this is killing me. This guy uses a lot of words, you know. Like the water of the ocean, without wind there are waves all around. Suddenly knowing of the waves all around, being the gross with the subtle, letting go of knowledge in the midst of knowing, is like the subtle within the subtle. This is the sphere of the enlightened ones, whence you really come to know. This is called the pinnacle of meditation, the king of meditation. It is also called knowledge of what is knowable, and produces all various meditational states, and anoints the foreheads of all princes of Dharma. In the fields of form, sound, fragrance, flavor, feeling, and phenomenon, you realize completely perfect enlightenment. Inside and out, complete communion, without any obstruction whatsoever. Sounds nice. One form, one atom, one Buddha. One form, all Buddhas. All forms, all atoms, all Buddhas. All forms, sounds, smells, feelings, and phenomena are also like this, with each filling all fields. This is the gross within the subtle. This is the good realm. This is knowledge, discernment, seeing, and learning of all those in progress. This is all those in progress going out in life and entering death, crossing over everything existent and non-existent, whatever. This is what those in progress speak of. This is also the nirvana of those in progress. This is the unexcelled way. This is the spell, which is peer to the peerless. This is the foremost teaching. Oh my goodness, he's like really bagging on this shit because he really wants you to understand it, you know, because it's like super cool. And is considered the most exceedingly profound of all teachings. No human being can reach it, but all enlightened ones keep it in meditation. All pure waves are able to speak of the purity and defilement of the waters, their deep flow and expansive function. All enlightened ones keep this in mind. If you can be like this all the time, walking, standing, sitting, or lying down, it'll be revealed to you the body of pure, clear light. Hey, that's kind of fun. Can we go on like this for a minute? That really worked out for me. That made it very easy. He also said, as you are inherently equal, your words are equal, and I am also the same. A Buddha field of sound, a Buddha field of smell, a Buddha field of taste, a Buddha field of feeling, a Buddha field of phenomena are all thus. From here, all the way to the world of the lotus treasury up and across are all thus. If you should hold on, if you hold on to the elementary knowledge as your understanding, this is called bondage at the pinnacle, and it is also called falling into bondage. Wait, really? Oh, falling into bondage at the pinnacle. This is the basis of all mundane troubles, giving rise to knowledge and opinion on your own. You bind yourself without a rope. In terms of objects of knowledge, there are 25 states of existence, which bind the world scattered through the avenues of all the fictions. You become entangled to them. This is elementary knowledge to vehicles. See this and call it the knowledge of what can be known. And they also call it subtle affliction, so they cut it off. And when it has been removed completely, this is called returning the aware essence to the empty cave. It is also called intoxication by the wine of trance, and it is called the delusion of liberation. The world which is bound becomes and decays, but that which the power of concentration holds will leak out to another land, totally unawares. This is also called the deep pit of liberation. Place to be feared, bodhisattvas stay far away from it. In reading the scriptures and studying the doctrines, you should turn all the words right around and apply them to yourself. But all verbal teachings only point to the inherent nature of the present mere awareness. As long as this is not affected by any existent or non-existent objects at all, it is your guide. It can shine through all various existent and non-existent realms. This is adamantite wisdom, where you have your share of freedom and independence. But if you cannot understand in this way, even if you could recite the whole canon and all its branches of knowledge, it would only make you conceited, and conversely shows contempt for Buddha. This is not true practice. Just detach from all sound and form, and do not dwell in detachment, and do not dwell in intellectual understanding. This is practice. As for reading the scriptures and studying doctrines according to worldly convention, it is a good thing. But if assessed from the standpoint of one who is aware of inner truth, this reading and study chokes people up. Even people of the 10th stage cannot escape completely and flow into the river of death and birth. But the teachings of the 3 vehicles cure all diseases such as greed and hatred. Right now, thought after thought, if you have such sickness as greed and hatred, you should first cure them. Just don't be greedy, dude. Don't seek intellectual understanding of meanings and expressions. Understanding is in the providence of desire, and desire leads to disease. Right now, just detach from these, existent or non-existent, and even detach from attachment. Having passed beyond these 3 phases, you would naturally be no different from a Buddha. Since you yourself are Buddha, why worry that a Buddha won't know how to talk? Just beware of not being Buddha. Boom chicka boom da bam bam ba da da doom. Boom chick ding da dang dang da 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 ding. Boom chick ding da ding. Da 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 da. I hope that works, and if it does, give me all the attention you want so that I can understand. That works! Let's rock with it! Okay, but I need to know I'm loved. A little.